Under the vast sky, a lavish estate sprawls, its gardens a testament to meticulous care and grandeur. Inside an ornate bedroom, a loving wife lies ill, her face pale, yet a serene smile graces her lips. With frail hand, the mother beckons her daughter closer, her eyes filled with love. "My sweet child, stay kind and good, and I will always be close to you in your heart," the mother whispers, her voice weak but full of love. The daughter kneels beside her mother's bed, tears welling as she listens to the tender words. Peace descends as she passes away, leaving behind a legacy of love and kindness. Under the vast sky, a year has turned, and Cinderella returns to her mother's grave, a sanctuary of memories. With gentle hands, Cinderella kneels, tending to the earth that cradles her mother's memory. Water kisses the flowers, a delicate offering of love and remembrance. A serene smile graces Cinderella's lips, a testament to her enduring kindness and goodness. In the quiet solitude of the gravesite, Cinderella embodies the promise she made, her spirit unbroken. The world fades as Cinderella remains, a beacon of unwavering love and gentle strength. A new chapter begins as Cinderella's father remarries, introducing a stepmother and stepsisters into her life. The stepmother and her two daughters arrive at the estate, their smiles masking unkind intentions. The stepsisters cast disdainful glances around the parlor, their eyes filled with contempt. With veiled disdain, the stepsisters whisper, "She doesn't belong in the parlor with us." The stepmother observes the scene, her smile unwavering as she subtly encourages her daughter's behavior. Cinderella's life takes an ominous turn, overshadowed by the arrival of her stepfamily. In the stark kitchen, Cinderella stands alone, her radiant ball gown replaced by a drab gray smock and clumsy wooden shoes. The stepsisters mock. "Look at the proud little princess in rags." Her eyes reflect a world turned upside down. Now she begins her life as a servant. The kitchen looms, vast and cold, a monument to her altered fate. In the early morning light, Cinderella fetches water, her movements swift and tireless. She kneels to kindle the fire, her face illuminated by the rising flames. Her stepsisters mock her, scattering peas and lentils into the ashes as Cinderella watches. At night, coated in dust and soot, she huddles near the comforting hearth as they call her Cinderella. Amidst the vibrant chaos of the market fair, Cinderella's father stands ready for his journey. Sunlight dances on the colorful stalls, and the crowd buzzes with life as he prepares to depart. He turns to his stepdaughters, a kind smile gracing his lips, his eyes reflecting the fair's lively spirit. With warmth in his voice, he turns to Cinderella. "And you, Cinderella?" Cinderella responds softly. "Dear father, please bring me the first twig that brushes your hat on your way home." Under the sun's gaze, a father walks wearily along the dusty road, his figure silhouetted against the horizon. The simple act of returning home is laden with the weight of unspoken promises. A hazel twig, nature's gentle messenger, dares to interrupt the father's thoughts. He pauses, plucking the twig as if capturing a fleeting moment of solace. In a gesture of love, he presents the hazel twig to Cinderella, a symbol of simple affection. Cinderella accepts the gift, her eyes reflecting a glimmer of hope amidst the day's harsh realities. Cinderella kneels at her mother's grave, a tender offering in her hands. With gentle care, Cinderella plants the hazel twig. The soil stirs as life awakens. Hope springs forth. The twig sprouts, a vibrant green shoot emerging from the dark earth. In moments, the twig transforms into a flourishing tree, a testament to enduring love. Cinderella gazes up at the tree, its branches a comforting embrace. Under the vast sky, Cinderella makes her way to the mystical hazel tree, her steps measured with solemn purpose. 3 times each day, she visits the tree, a silent ritual binding her to hope and dreams. A flutter of wings announces a magical visitor, a little white bird alighting on the branches above. The bird, a messenger of fate, tosses down gifts of longing, fulfilling wishes with delicate grace. Her hands reach out, her eyes widen as she catches the magical gift. A silent wish fulfilled. Clutching her newfound treasure, Cinderella feels a surge of hope, her heart buoyed by the magic of the hazel tree. In the grand estate hall, the king announces a festival, his voice resonating with royal authority. The king declares the festival's purpose. His son must choose a bride from the kingdom's most eligible women. Upon hearing the decree, the stepsisters erupt in excited whispers, their eyes gleaming with anticipation. The stepsisters turn their attention to Cinderella, a flurry of orders already forming on their lips. Cinderella stands silently, her expression a mix of resignation and weariness as the stepsisters' commands begin to rain down. Bathed in the sunlit kitchen, Cinderella stands, her face streaked with fresh tears. With trembling voice, she pleads, "Please, stepmother, let me go to the festival." The stepmother dismisses her request with disdain. "You, Cinderella? You're covered in dust?" She continues, "We'd be embarrassed," her words cutting deep. In the dim kitchen, the stepmother's sinister smile hints at cruel intentions. She pours the lentils into the hearth's ashes, creating a chaotic mix of color and dust. "If you can sort these out in 2 hours, you may come." Cinderella turns, her eyes downcast, a portrait of quiet despair. She walks towards the window where the hazel tree stands, a symbol of lost hope. Cinderella raises her voice, her call echoing with a desperate plea for solace. Beneath the canopy of the hazel tree, a flurry of wings signals a miraculous transformation. With surprising diligence, the birds meticulously sort the lentils, a testament to hope's unwavering persistence. Cinderella, her face radiant with newfound optimism, carefully presents the bowl brimming with sorted lentils. Her stepmother's cruel words cut through the air. "No, Cinderella, you have no proper dress and wouldn't fit in." Cinderella's heart sinks as her stepmother's words crush her dreams. The hazel tree stands silent, a silent witness to Cinderella's fleeting moment of joy turned to crushing disappointment. Beneath the silent gaze of the hazel tree, Cinderella steps into the tranquil darkness after her family leaves. In hushed tones, Cinderella whispers her deepest wish into the stillness of the night. A flutter of wings announces a magical messenger as a little white bird appears from the shadows. A cascade of dreams materializes as the bird releases a gown of breathtaking beauty. Beside the gown, delicate slippers of woven silk tumble down, completing the enchantment. In the resplendent ballroom, Cinderella bursts in, a vision in a shimmering gown. Her stepfamily, lost in their own world, remains completely unaware of her arrival. The prince notices Cinderella, his gaze captivated by her unparalleled beauty. The prince approaches Cinderella and takes her hand, beginning their dance together. As twilight descends, Cinderella stealthily melts into the shadows, her every move cloaked in mystery. Entranced, the prince follows, his gaze fixed on her retreating form, hope flickering in his eyes. Sensing his pursuit, Cinderella darts behind the lush foliage, her movements swift and agile. She disappears into the weathered garden shed, leaving the prince to wonder. The shed stands silent, concealing her within its aged walls. The royal ballroom bursts with music and laughter, its joyous energy infectious. As her family departs, Cinderella slips away, drawn back to the enchanted tree. The branches rustle with anticipation as the tree awaits Cinderella's return. A bird descends, bearing a gown that shimmers with all the colors of the rainbow. The gown, radiant with every hue imaginable, promises a night of unparalleled enchantment. The royal ballroom dazzles with countless chandeliers and flowing gowns, a scene of fairy tale elegance. Lost in each other's gaze, they are the radiant heart of the enchanted night. The prince and the woman are dancing, their figures gliding smoothly across the polished floor. As the last waltz ends, the woman quietly breaks away, drawn by an unseen call. Under the moonlit sky, she slips into the garden, leaving the glittering ballroom behind. The royal ballroom glows, chandeliers casting shimmering light across the assembled courtiers. On the third day, magic weaves a gown of captured sunlight. Slippers of shimmering gold complete the ensemble. Unseen, the prince watches, captivated by her radiant presence. He orders the palace steps coated with a sticky pitch. The sticky pitch glimmers on the palace steps. Cinderella, a vision in silk and lace, makes her hurried descent down the palace steps. A golden slipper becomes ensnared between the ancient stones. Unaware, Cinderella's only thought is escape before the fateful stroke of midnight. The prince, spellbound, watches her flee into the night. Driven by an irresistible impulse, he seizes the abandoned slipper. The slipper gleams under the moonlight, a symbol of a love yet to be. As dawn breaks, the sky explodes with the colors of hope, casting a golden glow upon Cinderella's modest home. A royal banner heralds the arrival of the prince, signaling a moment that could change everything. The prince stands tall, the golden slipper radiant in his gloved hand, a beacon of destiny. The prince proclaims, "Only the girl whose foot fits this golden slipper shall become my bride." The stepsisters' desperate struggle intensifies, their faces twisted in comical frustration as they battle with the delicate glass slipper. Their clumsy attempts prove futile, each failed effort more absurd than the last. The prince observes their struggles with a patient skepticism, his hopes visibly diminishing. The prince, a flicker of hope still lingering, inquires, "Are there any other daughters in this household?" Bathed in the gentle morning light, Cinderella steps into the room, her presence a soft whisper in the quiet dawn. She pauses at the basin, the cool water reflecting her hopeful gaze as she prepares for the day. Hesitantly, she sits on the stool, the golden slipper gleaming as she reaches for it. With bated breath, she slides her foot into the slipper, a perfect union of fate and dream. A gasp escapes her lips as the fit confirms what her heart already knew. "It is you," the prince, radiant with joy, declares. "This is my true bride." The stepmother and stepsisters watch with disbelief. Cinderella looks up at the prince, a mixture of hope and disbelief in her eyes. The prince gently helps Cinderella onto his horse, sealing her fate. The prince and Cinderella look at each other, eyes filled with love. Together, they ride toward the palace, leaving the stepfamily behind in a cloud of dust. At the royal wedding, the stepsisters stand together, their expressions a complex mix of hope and trepidation. Cinderella approaches, her radiant smile and gentle presence offering a stark contrast to their unease. Her eyes reflect forgiveness, a silent offering of peace to those who once caused her pain. She welcomes them into her new life, a gesture of kindness that transcends their past cruelty. The scene transforms into a montage of joy and celebration, highlighting the happiness of the wedding. Cinderella and the prince live happily ever after.